Ready.
Just missing 2. All right, here we go. All right, so we are already recording. So in 3, 2, 1. After our break, after having quite a busy morning of everyone all going in their separate directions to the puppet show, to the Potter's Kiln, to the stand-up comedian, to the cider stand, and then with the party meeting up at the eel eating contest, and then going to the boar contest and storming the castle, and then now on to Nanny Cowslip. So, given all this fun that you've been having at the fair, 6 hours have passed, or no, 7 hours have passed, and it is now 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I will start up the clock again. So at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you have earned some magic candies at Nanny Cowslip's, and found that they do something, and it looks like someone's been crossing items off the list that you've been to. And so what do you all do next?
Well, maybe we should enter more contests. I don't know if I'm good at any of this.
Oh, we can cross off number 6 too.
Oh, 6, okay. I think I got it. Did I get it?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's partially crossed.
Okay.
Archery contest or stone skipping contest, says Cassia.
Well, I don't think I'm good at either one of those, but I could try. I would be terrible at archery, but maybe stone skipping. I'll try it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
On to the stone skipping contest.
Sure.
So as you come over to this pond that's here, you see gnomes and halflings, which are picnicking around the village pond. And as some of them are doing this, they're also playing games of stone skipping to see who can skip the furthest. There is someone out there observing and recording the longer throws, and you see a sign that says longest skip at the end of the day gets a butterfried trout plucked from the pond.
Okay. I'm in it for the glory. What do I need to do?
You need to find a good stone skipping rock, and then pitch it across the pond and see how far you can get it.
Okay.
Cassia will try it too.
So you start looking around for a good stone. Make a investigation check.
No, we'll try it too.
Oh, that's so good.
You said investigation?
Yep.
Wow, we're at every end of the spectrum.
So the best that Brina and Gonk can find are just the worst. And
Gonk was actually looking for the biggest rock he could find.
Yeah, so he does
pick up like a swan turd.
Yeah,
turd.
you guys don't find flat ones. Yeah, Gonk just finds the biggest stone he can find. Obby, who knows what he finds? It could be anything. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a rock.
I'll let Gonk pick mine out for me too.
Melrick,
I,
go ahead.
I find her the second biggest rock I can find. Then
I can barely pick it up.
Melrick finds a rather average flat stone, whereas Cassia finds just the perfect flattest pancake of a stone, such that if she goes to skip it, she'll have advantage on her. I guess sleight of hand check to skip it across the pond.
Are we all doing that?
Well, the only other person who found a stone for skipping would be Melrick. So, I mean, everyone else can toss theirs in, but I don't know that it's really going to skip, if at all. So, basically, any reasonable attempt is going to be made by Cassia and Melrick.
Melrick hands his to Brina and said, "You're the one that wanted to do
Oh,
this, so go ahead and use this rock."
that's really nice of you. Here, I'll trade you. You're really strong. Maybe you can throw this one.
you don't like Gonk's rock?
It's a
Melrick's-
nice rock, but it's a little big for me.
Melrick says, "This is a perfect rock, Gonk. Thank you."
Yeah, Abby, not understanding the point, just starts. He puts a rock in his pocket.
Can I use my inspiration here?
Sure, yeah. So, Cassia skips hers and gets a very long throw. And everyone sees it, and they're like, "Oh!" As everyone was sort of watching your guys' throws, as
It was
As-
actually not bad.
as you were outsiders, they paid attention to yours. Yeah, and yours was quite good too. Not quite as far as Cassia's. As Cassia with her perfect stone and quite a good throw records the longest skip of the day so far.
Gonks
And
wasn't even bad with that giant rock.
well, no, that was just how far he threw it, and it just he launched it, and it just like went into the middle and just created this big splash and crash, and everyone, whoa, and it kind of made these waves in the water, and everyone was watching it. And then Brina, you noticed that this little girl, this little halfling child who's been sitting there trying to get up enough courage to try to finally throw one. She right at this moment she finally does it, and she tosses one, and it skips across the pond all the way to the other side, and skips out of the pond and goes even further than
Whoa.
Cassia's went, but no one seems to have noticed it as they were too busy reacting to Gonk's big splash rock.
I would like to draw attention to that.
Melrick claps at that as well.
Oh, wow. That was great. And what's your name, little girl?
She like puts her finger in her mouth, and like as soon as she notices that like all the attention's on her, she turns and darts off.
That was weird.
Well, Cassia says that was a really good throw. But it
She's
looks
gone.
like my competition has left.
Can I see where she's gone? Can I try to
Yeah, she starts. So she was doing it here, and she starts running off this way, and turns and starts heading back towards town.
Well, I guess she didn't want to play.
She got embarrassed by the attention turning towards her.
I kind of know how she feels. Been alone her a lot, so maybe too much attention just isn't her thing.
Ah, I like his spirit.
So yeah, at the moment, Cassia has the longest official throw.
Well, okay.
And just as that happens, it starts as you finish up at the stone skipping contest. The time is approaching 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Oh, should we try
Uh,
the archery contest?
sure. Or I don't know. I think Abby might be really good at fooling the psychic.
Oh, good idea.
Because I don't think the psychic could ever figure him out. I can't figure him out. What do you say, Abby? I don't know.
He says something in Dwarvish.
Is he here? Okay.
It appears.
So,
Hi.
but Melvin would, or Melwork would understand. Melwork looks to Abby. What do you mean cowherd?
Hmm.
Abby repeats some version of something that Brina said that sounded like the Dwarvish word for cowherd.
Hmm. What is he saying? I look at Melrick.
The first time he said cowherd. I don't know what he said after. I don't know what Gonk said after that.
Hmm. No.
Gonk
Well,
repeats it.
but louder this time.
What is going on?
Well, let's let's wander up to the psychic tent anyway.
Okay. Maybe they're a real psychic.
Well, only one way to find out.
Okay, let's go.
Yep.
All right. So as you approach the Fool the Psychic tent, you see the sign that says Petunia Peppergrass, Psychic Extraordinaire. I can read your mind, and you can't fool me.
Hmm. This sounds fun.
And it just says one silver piece.
Melwork hands her a silver piece and says, what's this guy thinking? Pointing to Abby.
Well, first I will ask a question. How old are you, little fellow? Now here, give him this chalkboard and he'll write it down.
Maybe. You're not much of a psychic, are you?
Already, she's not very good.
Well, no, yeah, right.
So, does Abby now have a chalkboard and a piece of chalk?
Yes, and she asked him how old is he?
He'll scribble on the chalkboard and tap on it, and then lick the chalk and put the chalk in his pocket.
Uh,
turns to psychic, and you didn't see that coming.
Well, hold on now. I'm getting something. I'm guessing that this little fellow does not know how old he is, and therefore there is no way for me to read his mind as to how old he is. It's quite a mess in there. Yes, something about squiggle squiggle lick board eat chalk something something.
Mutton. Abby pulls the plate shard out and starts scratching on the chalkboard with it.
Yeah, yes, I was going to say that mutton. Next contestant, please.
Ooh, ooh, do the big guy. Do the big guy.
You see Gonk, he raises his hand, starts jumping up and down.
This is gonna be good.
Let's see. I want you to write down on the chalkboard. Here's a new piece of chalk. Where were you born?
I scribble it down.
Yes. You were. Wow. What a foreign mind. I don't know that I can penetrate such a complex mind. Yes. No. I don't think that I am getting anything. No. I'm sorry. Yes. Oh, this tall one here has fooled the psychic.
Hey.
Everything's coming up gonk, isn't it?
You win a gold coin.
Ooh, ooh, do me next.
Oh, okay. Yes. One silver, please.
Okay.
I want you to write down on the chalkboard. What is your favorite thing that you have seen today? Yes, so you write that down. And yes, I'm getting a picture here of, oh, something's strange. I mean, I'm getting an image of regular house cats. No kittens, but they're large. Are they large just because in relative size to you, because you are small? Or no, yeah, oh yes, those are nanny cowslips, large kittens. Yes, nanny cowslips, large kittens. That's what I'm seeing here.
Wow. She is good. I'm impressed. What is Gronk doing?
Belwork will give her another silver piece. So, all right, let's. I'll test this out.
Let's see. Yes, what question here for my stout friend? What has brought you to the village of Honeypuddle? You writing something down? Yes. I am getting an image here of yes, an envelope, a piece of paper, something inside. Yes, a message, and handing it to someone. You're handing a message to someone that you have brought to someone here in Honey Puddle. Yes, and you have delivered that message, and that is why you are here.
As she's saying this, can he try to figure out if she's like confident that she's actually being a psychic, or maybe that she's knowingly cheating us?
Yeah, I mean it's tough to say. I mean, so far she's done pretty well with the group. I mean, that was kind of a bad test, as it was obvious that no one knows anything about him, or what the hell does he know? You know, she got the Gonk thing wrong, but yeah, then got the rather specific thing of Brina and yours right. So,
I think Gonk wants to go again.
so who knows?
Gonk says, Gonk got bet with you. Gonk bet you can't guess Gonk's name. One gold piece.
Oh no.
Well, place it in the plate.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yes. I don't. I'm getting very strong signals here. I don't. I don't even think you need to write it down. Yes. I am getting that your name is Gonk.
Oh, that's lucky guess.
Hmm.
You are a psychic.
So Melrock looks to the psychic. Goes, so you really can read our minds?
Yes, dear. I get these visions, premonitions. It's not always accurate. I don't know. It's maybe just I'm lucky, I guess, but I seem to be right 99% of the time.
Can you tell if she's lying?
Make an insight check. She is definitely suspicious and lying about something, but what exactly it is unclear. But you do get the feeling that there's something more here.
Well, I always like to understand politics. Does anyone, a lot of the things that you guessed right were, well, either fairly obvious or maybe things that people saw us do. Is there anyone helping you, like, that's kind of spying on people and maybe giving you some information about that?
Oh, a performer never reveals her secrets.
Orc nods and just says, "Well, it's your craft, and you're pretty good at it, so that's good enough for me." And he starts walking back a little bit.
Yeah, and at this point, it's 4 p.m.
Oh no. We're running out of time. What do we want to do next?
So there's a yard sale. I don't know. Well, sounds interesting.
I think if we're gonna buy stuff, we should do it at the end because then we won't have to carry it around as long.
Well, that's a good idea. Well, returns to Abby. Abby, do you know how to shoot a bow and arrow?
Okay.
No, that's a question.
I like his confidence. Why not? Let's do it.
Yep, I agree. Let's give Abby a chance to show what he can do.
What could go wrong?
Ooh, archery. That's a good point. Well, we'll play it by ear. So Melrick starts heading to the archery tent or archery area.
Okay. So you see that the archery contest is being run by this gnome, and you see that it's quite a popular contest, as the prize is a rather beautifully carved cherry wood shortbow with a red stained leather quiver, and it goes to the person who can score the most points out of 20 shots. There are these 3 targets that are set up at varying distances: a 1-point target, a 2-point target, and a 3-point target. And the entry into the contest is 5 gold pieces, and you're able to make five shots, and you get to pick which target you aim at, and if you hit, then you score that many points.
So you could presumably hit 5 different targets and earn that many points.
Right. So the maximum would be 15 if you shoot all 5 at the 3-point target and hit all 5.
I don't have 5 gold available, but I'll pitch in a gold or 2 to let Abby get a chance to try this out.
Sure, me too.
Looks like Abby's gonna have to borrow a short bow.
Cassia wants in on this too. She's a little bit enamored from all the cider, but she'll give it a.
All right, so you guys enter the contest. One entry for Abby, 1 entry for Cassia. We'll let Abby go first with his borrowed short bow.
Should that be in my thing?
Yeah, I dropped it in.
Oh, I see it now.
Melrick points down to the targets. Only shoot at the targets, Abby. No one else. Just the targets.
So does Fantasy Grounds know if I'm proficient or not? Is that what's going on?
Yep. And I believe you should be.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Short bow is
Okay.
a simple weapon.
okay.
But it's not a monk weapon, but that only matters for martial arts, is that right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a dex weapon regardless. Yeah.
Whoa.
As oh,
Oh, but you can but you
Is
have
it-
lucky. You can re-roll ones if you want to.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
great,
true.
great
And
call.
The armor makes it hard for him to maneuver, and the helmet makes it hard for him to see. But that's a 16.
what target did he shoot at?
The first one?
Okay, so yeah, so he hits the first, and 1 point goes on the board.
I'm just cheering for everyone. Woo! Gosh.
he shoots for the 1-point target and misses with his second shot.
As the helmet falls down over his eyes.
And he shoots again and misses the third time. As he seems to be struggling with the helmet and armor
Oh my gosh.
makes it very hard for him to shoot the short bow. And he misses with the fourth. And misses with the fifth as they put up on the board. 1 point for the little weird fellow.
Yeah.
Melrick claps his hand and gives Abby a high five.
Oh. Good job.
Oh, we learned something today.
Guterfanger?
That Abby's not very good at archery?
That would, I think, be a reasonable. Melrick looks at Abby. Good, yes. Slave, no.
And with that, it is Cassia's turn.
Yay! I'm enthusiastic about everything. Oh.
Yay.
Woo!
Nice.
As
Doing
Cassia,
damage.
no, don't worry about damage. So yeah, you hit your first shot goes to the 3-point target and you score 3 points.
Oh, I didn't know there were actual targets in the tracker. My bad.
It's all right. You barely hit anything anyway. And the second shot, Cassia aims for a 2-point target, but misses. Oh, so close.
Is that backwards?
What backwards? And you fire a third shot at the 3-point target, but again miss.
You got that.
You fire again
Yeah.
at the long ways at the 3-point target with just one shot left.
Oh, into the 2-pointer.
You strike the 2-point target and end up with five points total.
Yay!
Yay!
Job.
Unfortunately, not enough to get onto the leaderboard, but valiant effort. Good job.
Job!
Yep. Maybe he wants a job. Maybe that's what he's saying. Abby, what kind of job do you want?
Okay.
What should we do next?
So as you finish up, a young halfling girl was getting ready to take her last shot, and she was tied with the leader of the day. And so if she makes this last shot, she'll take the lead. And so you watch her as she pulls the bowstring back, and just as she fires the target on one of them is like they're like kind of moving back and forth. She fires and the belt seems to slip off, and it causes her to miss the target, and many onlookers go, "Ah."
Well, she should get another try. Didn't you see it malfunctioned?
No accounting for acts of God like that, or the gods. I'll have to go investigate that. And he has everyone shut down their shots as he goes out to go investigate what caused the belt to slip.
Can Melrick see if he's lying about that? See if he really thinks it's an accident?
Well, he's going out there to investigate. You can go out there too and see what he's looking at.
Yeah, I'll go out and follow him.
I'm gonna watch just to make sure everybody actually put their bows down. Just in case.
Okay, so you're yeah. I don't know what the right terminology is, but you're basically overwatching the range to make sure it's
Safety
clear.
first, yes.
Yeah. And yeah, so you go out there and he's inspecting. He says, "Huh, look at that!" And he points out this little burrow hole that is in the ground that caused the leg of the target to kind of sink in a bit. He says, "Damn mole burrow came right up out of the thing and knocked it off of its stand."
Oh my gosh. Wait, I got this. I got this. Nobody shoot anything. I'm gonna run out there. And I would like to try to coax the mole out of its burrow so that I can talk to it and place it in my pocket of my cargo pants.
Okay. So as you are calling out to the mole, you notice several as you're doing this, you start hearing creatures burrowing up from the ground as several holes start to poke up
Oh, okay.
into the field, and what popping up are these white, like albino moles with red eyes, and they just kind of look at you quizzically as you're talking to them.
Hey guys. Do you think maybe you could vacate this field for a little while? I don't want anything bad to happen to you.
So as you say this, they sort of look at you and like bare their teeth and just kind of like hiss, and then shoot back into the ground.
Melrick looks at it. Is that a yes or a no?
I don't know. Usually animals are a lot more receptive. That was weird. I don't know. Those weren't normal moles. That was. Have I seen anything like that before?
You may make a religion check.
Religion. Okay.
Yeah, so it's odd because the white mole is the symbol of Erdland, which is a gnome trickster god of murder and greed.
Oh, that's weird. Well, they're a symbol of murder and greed. That doesn't bode well.
Melrick looks to the archery person running the archery show. Do you usually see white moles that look like this?
No, well, they're all over my field. They're gonna knock all my targets off. Oh, Erdlin has cursed me today, the gnome says.
Yeah, it seems like it. That was weird. Ugh. I really want to get one though.
Abby hefts his axe. Get one?
Yeah, maybe. They didn't seem very friendly.
Okay.
You could try.
Abby's going to start walking through the field looking for one of the moles. Try and attack it.
Well, they're all back in their holes at this point.
Maybe if you call them, they'll come out.
He's just pacing up and down the field with the axe in his hand.
Maybe they're dangerous.
Yeah, maybe we could ask around, see if someone else might know what's going on.
Good idea.
And with that, with what you're doing, you've been spending quite a bit of time here at the archery contest, as it is hitting 6 o'clock in the evening, and the sun is starting to go down as it's approaching evening and approaching the evening activities.
You finally get some pudding.
I'll ask the guy running the archery. It's do you know what time the pudding fest starts in the main tent?
Yes. Well, the contest should be closed off at about let's see. Yes, about 8 o'clock, and then we will. The winner of Yondala's Luck will get the first serving of the pudding, and then it will be served to all. So you still have time to go enter to be the first to try the pudding.
How do you do that?
Oh well, you have to go and enter into Yondala's Luck and make it across with the fastest time.
Is that in the pudding tent? Or where is that?
Yes.
Oh, let's try that.
Yeah, let's do it. I like pudding. There's so many activities.
So yeah, so you when you go in, you see lots of people. So you see this game, Yondala's Luck, and basically you see these tables that are set up where people are taking turns leaping from table to table, while others throw whatever they can at them to try to knock them off. And basically the person who makes it across the 5 tables fastest wins. As you see, there are several times written up on the board for the fastest of the day.
Do we see how much it costs to enter?
Entry is 5 gold pieces.
5 gold?
Hey, they got to pay for this shindig somehow.
Well, I'm almost out of money, but what the heck? All in.
As she enters, I cast guidance on Brina.
Cool, thanks.
Okay. So you cast guidance on her. Is anyone gonna be throwing stuff at her as she tries to jump across?
I'll pretend to, but intentionally miss.
Is everyone else like throwing stuff? Like,
There are halflings
crowd
and gnomes throwing stuff. Yeah.
Avi will throw stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is going to be without proficiency, and it's basically like, well, you can do it with either strength or dexterity. It's going to be basically a ranged attack or a thrown attack. So just basically roll with your strength or dexterity ability modifier, and so
Oh,
as she
that's
tries to jump from the first table to the next, anyone who wants to throw something can make their throw. As several gnomes and halflings chuck something, but they miss Brina. Abby, of course, throws something and just completely misses. But he gets to re-roll. Yeah. So
Okay.
so yeah, actually, Abby hits her.
Oh.
So
With the
I
small
didn't-
pottery that I stole.
I didn't roll though, but
no, I know it depends. So if they hit you, then that means it kind of throws you off, and you have to make your acrobatics check with a disadvantage.
Oh.
But you
do I
can add a D4 to that.
Yep.
and my modifier too.
Yeah, just make an acrobatics check. Yeah,
Okay.
but with
Oh.
disadvantage,
Got it.
and then you can add a D4. Oh, yep, and with the and on the first leap, Abby nails you good and knocks you off, and you don't even make it to the first table.
Thanks, Abby.
Okay.
Well, maybe he's a thrower and versus a archer. See, we learned something new.
Good slave.
No.
Good, yes. Slave, no.
I swear under my breath and I stomp out.
Gonk.
And as you stomp out, it is
Gonk about to enter.
getting darker. And getting into nighttime.
I'm gonna march over to the livestock pen. Just check out the animals. That'll make me feel better.
Okay, and Gonk, you notice the bounty that you were looking for here in the pudding tent at night.
I nonchalantly, very chalantly, go over there and go to grab was it a halfling or not?
Halfling, yeah.
Grab the halfling.
Okay, as you try to nonchalantly go over there, I will need you to make a stealth check. Okay, and you are able to sneak up on her and get the drop on her, and you attempt to grab her. Make an athletics check.
Gonk.
So as you yell out "gonk" and you try to grab her, she does not give you the slip, and you get a hold of her. Hey, put me down! Put me down! Put me down! What do you think this is?
You go back with Gonk.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Let me go.
You go with Gonk.
Melricast Gonk. Why are you grabbing her?
They want her.
Who?
People that pay bounty.
What'd she do?
Oh, is that what this is? Oh, is that what this is about?
Ask.
No, look, we can cut a deal. Look, they're not going to pay you very much anyway. It's just for small crimes. Look, I can pay you what they're going to pay you. Just let me go.
I am going to do an insight check to see if I think she tell the truth. Yeah.
I can pay. How much are they going to pay you? 10, 20, 50, 100 gold? I can pay that.
You see Gonk, the wheels are turning in his eyes, and his eyes kind of brighten up. He's like, they pay Gonk 100 gold.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can pay you that plus an extra 10.
Give Gonk money.
Well, you got to put me down first.
No, give Gonk money first.
Well, you're bear hugging me. I can't get out the gold.
So
That's-
I take her, flip her over by her feet, and start shaking her.
Oh, damn it! No. Ah.
Where's
Look,
money? Where's
look,
gold?
I don't have it on me. I have it stashed.
Where you got it?
Put me down.
No.
As you're doing this, she starts wriggling and kicking and tries to shake free, make another athletics to maintain the grapple. And whoa, she barely slips loose out of your hand as you know you were holding on to her ankle, and she's kicking and wriggling, and she slips loose and hits the ground and tries to get away from you.
Oh, well. I try to grab her again. I don't know if I can.
Okay, let's just do a initiative check here to see who gets first initiative. As we, looks like you might. She had a terrible initiative roll. Yeah. Okay. So you get the first move. So go ahead and make your athletics check to try to grab her again. Another good roll. She can beat that though with a good roll. And however she doesn't, so she hits the ground. Okay. So you get her again. Damn it! This is enough. Look, I can get you the gold. Just you got to let me go get it.
Gonk.
Right
Tell Gonk where it at.
So as all of this is happening, you notice there's this big commotion that starts happening in the tent. You all think at first that it has to do with what's going on here, but then you realize that there's something else. As everyone's attention is turned somewhere else. As you look, you see this this gnome who is standing there, and there's this green smoke that sort of hangs in the air, and you see down on the ground is this frog, and everyone starts gasping and screaming, and they go, oh, "It's the mayor! That gnome turned him into a frog!" And the gnome just starts cackling, "Ha ha ha ha! Suckers!" And he runs out of the tent.
Do I see him running from my vantage point by the livestock pen?
Yeah. So you see him run out of the tent.
Hey, stop! I'm gonna chase after him.
Screw you, lady!
Tackle him
cool.
as he runs by.
We'll chase after him too from the tent.
Yeah, so he goes here and then he tries to make a left turn and start to head out as Gonk and
Gonk runs with him. Whoever he's got.
oh, you've got her. Okay, damn it.
I'm running with her, hold her by the leg.
She's annoyed at this point. Okay, so you try to run after him as he's running out, and you want to try to grab him.
Who? Which one of us?
You said you wanted to try to grab him.
Yeah. I was over by the stable, so number 3.
Okay, so you try to like get in front of him and like say, "Hey, stop!" All right,
Yeah,
make a check to make a athletics check to try to stop him.
Okay.
He is very quick and nibble as he sort of gives you the shutter step and tricks you and kind of makes you look foolish as he gets around you and makes the left turn and starts running out into the woods.
Is Melrick able to try to grab him or trip him?
Ooh, that's
Well,
As
since you were over by, I think you were over by Gonk and Elsie. You are behind him, so you're just
oh, okay.
you're in pursuit.
I run after him.
Yeah, so as you're running, you see Nanny Cowslip there, and she says, "Oh no, dear, you should all stay here. I got this," and she starts after him too.
I follow her.
Am I close enough to cast Toll the Dead on him?
What is the range on that?
Let's see. The range is
60
feet.
Probably not at this point.
Okay.
But I'll let you know when you get within range. No, really, dear. I suspect something afoot here. This is not your fight. As you're
Yep.
traveling alongside her.
Yeah,
I'll
Melrick will
slow
keep
down
chasing.
a little, but still
Well,
follow.
just I'll make a deal with you. You hang back and wait, and don't be seen. If I need help, you can step in. Okay?
Okay.
Right.
I will, and then I'll dive in the bushes.
Can I see if she's lying?
Well, I mean, you're a little bit behind them, so I don't know if you're necessarily
okay.
hearing this. Yeah, so basically, like, yeah, he runs out of the tent. She tries to stop him. I mean, you're like chasing after him. You see Brina try to stop him. Then he turns left, and she's chasing. You see her and Nanny Cowslip like a bit ahead of you, but behind him, and then you're trying to catch up. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
just to
if
make
I
it clear.
saw Brina stop, then I would stop too.
Yeah. So yeah, so you hang back and as she finally corners him at this spot up here. So as you all are hanging back in the woods,
But can I still see what's happening?
yep.
Okay.
The crowd sound is now gone, just as the sound of the woods. she gets him cornered here. This gnome. And as he kind of he's like he comes up to this wall and he's like stamping his feet and he's like, ah, stupids, won't let me have any fun. Oh, they're just so dumb. They make me mad. Ah. She says, oh, okay, you what is your purpose here? You can't come into my fair and do these sorts of things. Oh, I can do whatever I want. You're stupidest of them all. I know your tricks. I know your secrets. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, yes you do. And I'm tired of it. You won't let me have any pudding. But you can have some pudding if you want. Look, we'll take you back and we'll get you some pudding. But you're gonna have to set things right. You can't leave the mayor a frog. No, 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 no. And as you do this, as this conversation is going on, and he starts getting mad, and this illusion that seems to have been up drops, and his form changes. She says, "Oh no, it's you. What are you doing here?" "That's right, it's me. Are you gonna let me have any pudding or not?" "Well, no, you know you're not allowed. This is unacceptable. You know I have to send you back to where you came from. I'd like to see you try."
What do I see? What am I seeing right now?
When you're seeing them have this conversation, it's like I said, he had this illusion drop of what he looked like.
But what does he look like now?
So he still looks like a gnome,
Okay.
but he has very like exaggerated features and very strange haircut, and basically, yeah, and just like a just very odd dress. Make a religion check with advantage.
Okay.
You suspect that this might be Erdlin.
Okay. Huh.
And so she starts doing this incantation.
Melrick starts walking up at least closer to her.
And as she's doing this, he says, "Oh no, no, no!" And he starts saying out these. He starts getting angry and losing his temper, and he starts shrieking while she's trying to complete this incantation. And he says, "Ye and all who live in Threepenny Wood are cursed to forget this day and relive it each morn till I dine on puddin'." And with that, everything goes black.
What?
So were those moles or groundhogs?
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding.
No, that's good. So have we been here before?
You awaken to the sound of the crow of a rooster, which awakens you from your slumber, followed by the sound of a brass band cranking up, and you hear, roll up for the pudding fair." A voice cries out from the street. As you get up and peer out the inn's window, you see another, just like before, a crowd of happy halflings and gnomes bustling toward the fairgrounds on the village green. You look at the time, and it's 7 o'clock in the morning.
So, do we have any memories of the previous day? Or
Yeah. You last thing you knew, you were out in the woods, and this thing happened, and now all of a sudden you wake up here.
So can we do something like make sure the dog doesn't run into the lady with the cakes?
It was a goose, but yeah, you.
Or a goose, yeah.
Yeah, but you get up and see, and yeah, it's all very familiar, and you see the goose over in the corner of the yard, and the children are like kind of messing with it a little bit, trying to like pull its feathers.
I go over there and I yell at the children.
Does Abby have the plate shard in his pocket?
Nope. All items, all money that you spent is reset back to it the way it was originally. All items that you acquired are gone.
I say, "Hey Melrick, let's go yell at those kids."
That's a good idea. And he's also trying to keep in between the goose and the lady with the cakes. And if they're running past him, he says, "Oh, watch out for this goose."
Yeah, so you do that. It's the kids as they run off and stop bothering the goose. But this startles the goose.
Can I try to talk the goose down? Hey goose, it's okay. Everything's fine.
Make an animal handling check with advantage.
I just want to talk to you, goose.
You just want to do a show together?
Yeah. Like Entourage.
And you talk the goose down as it calms down, and then the gnome with her you see the gnome woman with her tray of cakes walks by and doesn't get knocked over by the goose.
I probably can't fit the goose in any of my pockets, can I?
Probably not. It's probably just as big as you are.
Okay.
Melrick tries to run over to the guy that gets pooped on and holds his shield above the guy and says, "Oh, there's been a lot of birds around here. You might want to take a cover, or at least wear a hat."
Well, you intend to do that, but you look into the crowd and you're not quite sure where he is, as there's a bunch of halflings and gnomes everywhere. Yeah, and you just saw him once, and so you look for him. Make an investigation check. And so you spot him, and you're able to run over to him and put the shield over him. And as you do, you see the jackdaw come overhead and it hits on your shield.
I show the guy the shield and goes, "See, it's I guess it's your lucky day."
Oh, thank you. How did you know?
You hang around with enough animals, you know this is bound to happen.
And with that, you hear candied apples, fresh, sweet candied apples for sale. This guy, as this gnome is pushing through the crowd.
And do we consider this having a long rest so we get our spell slots back?
Oh, correct. Yes, this is
Okay.
a long rest.
I'm not buying any apples this time.
Cassie is not either.
I walk over to the guy selling candy apples. So how fresh are these apples really?
100% fresh from the orchard, and picked just at the perfect ripeness, and then candied just ever ever so precisely, and then brought to you to serve. Only 1 silver.
Like, no thanks.
Oh, very well. Candied apples. Candied apples for sale. You hear that you hear that dog barking from what you remember before. What was Gonk gonna do?
Gonk want candy.
Oh yes, very well. One apple per 1 silver per 1 apple.
I give him my silver.
Here you are, guy.
I eat it.
And so yeah, that dog is still barking at whatever it's barking at in the bush.
So Melrick walks over the bush and he taps Bruno's like, hey, you've been talking with animals. Remember that rat that came through out of the bush?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we can
What?
try see if the rat will come to you.
Okay, can you maybe distract the dog?
I hand the dog, wave one of my rations in front of the dog.
And I'll go over to the bush and try to lure the rat out so I can put it in my pocket.
Okay. This the ration gets the attention of the dog as you try to coax the rat out. It's afraid though from the dog, and it seems reluctant. Go ahead and make an animal handling check to
Okay.
see if you can coax it out. And you are able to, as it comes over to you, and you can pick it up if you like.
Okay. I will. I'll offer it some food and I will safely place it in my pocket.
Okay.
Melrick just pets the dog.
So no cakes get dropped on the ground, no guy gets pooped on, and no town crier gets knocked into the mud.
Wow.
But everyone else is just going about their business, just like they were the day before.
Well, okay. So we know we have.
Sorry.
Ah!
You okay over there?
Rob! Rob!
What's going on?
Bobby's very grumpy as he's looking through his pockets and seems that he's been robbed.
Ah.
Melrick turns to Abby. You know what that means we have to do, right? We have to go help the potter again with his kiln. We may be having to help the people that we helped yesterday, even though yesterday is still today. Don't worry, Abby.
Kill Potter.
Help Potter.
Help Potter.
Help Potter.
Okay.
I turn to the rest of the party. It's like we helped the potter with his broken kiln, and that obviously seemed to be something that Nanny liked. We got the magic jelly beans for it. Not sure what else we're supposed to do, but I figure we should go back and help the potter again.
Maybe more cider. That could help. But I agree. Let's help the potter. Cider first, then help the potter.
Sure, it's on its way.
All right. And I think with that, we will stop for the night with the party awaking on the next day of first repeat day, realizing now that they have foreknowledge of certain things that might come, and we shall see what they end up doing with this.
Yay! Drink more cider.
Melrick wants to learn how to play the piano.
Cool.
Well, if he can find a piano and a willing teacher to take him on, a new student every day, then who knows, maybe.